with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Good evening, everybody. We've got some dark clouds out there once again for today. And actually, these clouds are pretty low in the sky. Now, that means that we're looking at a lot of energy out there and a very low moisture table that is producing these very low clouds. Now, as we get thunderstorms, they are going to be pretty close to the ground, so that just means watch out. We've got a lot of energy out there to draw from, so those thunderstorms can get to be pretty intense at times. Right now, though, in Odessa, looking south, not really seeing any thunderstorm development just yet. And switching over from the Sky Tracker in Odessa to the Sky Tracker in Midland, pretty similar set of circumstances. Those clouds a little bit higher, but not really by too much in Midland, and they are a little bit darker too, so you can tell off in the distance. And we are still seeing a little bit of rain out there, but for now, that is remaining just regular rain. Thanks to the Sky Tracker network, we've got a good look in Odessa and in Midland, and on the satellite and radar, we've got a good look overhead as well for the rest of the country. You can see a pretty good wave of energy swooping through West Texas right now, tracking to the east, already kicking off some thunderstorms, and that's all driven by this low pressure system all the way off to our west in the Baja Peninsula. Now, that low pressure is going to track to our north and kind of skirt around West Texas, moving into places like Colorado and Oklahoma before too long. But as it sits right now, we're already under the influence of that low pressure, indicating that it is a pretty strong low pressure system. So that is what's going to be driving our weather here for the next rest of this evening. We're already seeing a couple of thunderstorms developing along the eastern edge of the basin, but out west, we're just looking at regular showers, especially in southeast New Mexico. A lot of these showers tracking to the north and east, but they do look like they are ready to intensify. So I'll keep my eyes on every little thing here for the rest of this evening, just so that you at home have the best information available. Right now, what we're seeing is a couple of thunderstorms tracking into Sterling City, but the good news is no real hail cores coming with any of this. No hail detection popping up on our product at all, which is good news. That just indicates a lot of rain falling right now and a fair amount of lightning strikes. So do be careful with that lightning strikes. A lot of people underestimate the power of those lightnings. They can get to be pretty hazardous in and of themselves. Now, south of I-10, just looking at regular showers as well, pushing into Terrell County. But aside from that, things are actually pretty quiet right now. We do have a couple waves of energy getting ready to push into West Texas, and those are going to be the ones to watch. In fact, that's what the National Weather Service has their eyes on as well, and that's why they've issued this tornado watch, this one lasting until 12 midnight tonight into tomorrow morning. This is going to be a late night event, so that's what we're looking at as far as the time frame goes. Between the hours of about 8 p.m. and about 11 p.m. this evening is when we have the highest potential for those strong thunderstorms. And the Storm Prediction Center agrees as well, issuing an enhanced risk outlined in this orange color off to our east, but barely clipping some of our northeastern counties and placing a lot of our basin counties as well as Trans-Pecos counties under this slight risk, which indicates the potential for hailstorms and damaging winds as well as a lot of flooding. But as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at a marginal risk across most of Texas, which is not including the basin. So good news there. Now, as far as the rest of the evening goes, I anticipate flooding to be the first concern. So remember, turn around, don't drown. Make sure to avoid those flooded roads if at all possible. And if you have to drive through them, do so very slowly so that you don't damage your vehicle or get stranded. As we head to about 9 p.m., that's when I expect that secondary wave of energy we were talking about earlier to swoop through most of West Texas and increase our thunderstorm potential. Once we get to about 10, 11 p.m., most of that will start to swoop off to the north and east, getting out of the way and calming down after midnight. So that's good news. We're actually looking at a pretty late event, but the window for these strong thunderstorms is actually pretty narrow. Between the hours of about 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., I expect the most thunderstorm development, but as it sits right now, the models are looking pretty optimistic. And we do have a small chance for some of those showers to linger on past midnight. That's what that AM chance is about for Thursday. But Thursday afternoon actually looking pretty good. 72 the high temperature there, and then we'll back off to 60 Friday and 54 on Saturday. Small chance for some showers as those temperatures drop, but we do recover on Sunday with a nice high temperature at 74 degrees. So for the rest of the evening, be on guard. Make sure you have a good way to get weather alerts, a weather radio, or our app, the yourbasin.com weather app, so that you can stay posted on these thunderstorms. Once we get through tonight, though, everything should quiet down for the weekend.
Yeah, Chase, things could get a little dicey tonight, so we're glad that you're going to be keeping us updated all through the night.
That's right. I'll be here.
You know you will. Thank you, Chase.
Thanks.
Coming up.